Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum dear students. Hope you are doing well, fine and healthy. Today we will discuss about conjunction and the types of conjunction. Okay, so what are conjunction? Conjunctions are words that connect other words and sentences together. So conjunction are words that join words to words, phrase to phrase, and clause to clause, and sometimes sentences. So conjunction are words that join different categories of sentences, different words, different phrases, different clauses. So conjunction act like glue. When we put glue in something, so it combine together. Just like that, we add conjunction. We use conjunction to add, to combine, to join different words, sentences, phrases, and clauses. Okay, so now we have some common conjunction, just like and, is, or, so, then, but, because, if. All these words are what? These are conjunction, which are used for joining words, for joining the clauses, for joining sentences. So they act like a joining words. Next we have different types of conjunction. So we have 5 different types of conjunction, just like subordinating conjunction, correlative conjunction, compound conjunction, coordinating conjunction, and pseudo conjunction. These 5 are the types of conjunction on the basis of their connectivity, their joining, their role, and the sentences. Okay, so first one is subordinate conjunction. Subordinating conjunction are words that join subordinate clause to the main clause. So you have studied about different sentences, different clauses, and the main clause and subordinate clause. So the subordinate conjunction join subordinate clause, which are the dependent clause as well. So subordinate conjunction are used for joining two different clauses, in which we have one dependent clause and the other is main clause. For example, although, is, because, after, before, if. These are all example of subordinate conjunction which use and subordinate clauses. Okay. Next we have correlative conjunction. So correlative conjunction are always travel in pair. It means they are work in pair. They will have two and they will act as a conjunction, just like they link balance words. It means that they are used and phrases and clauses, just like for example we could say that both and, either or, neither nor. So these are what? Not only but also. These are the example of correlative conjunction, and they are used in sentences. For example, not only the student but the teacher also present at the auditorium. So this is example of correlative conjunction. Okay, next we have compound conjunction. So compound conjunction come as phrases with several words together act as a conjunction. Conjunction are those conjunction which are used and pair in a compound word, just like we have compound noun. So just like that, these are simple words, simple conjunction which are used and compound in a compound structure, just like for example, as long as is a compound conjunction, even though. These are what? These are example of compound conjunction. Next we have coordinating conjunction. So coordinating conjunction join parts of a sentence that are typically similar and similar rank of sentences, just like we have studied about the compound sentences. And in compound sentences, the coordinating conjunction are used, and the coordinating conjunction are different. For example, we use the formula fanboys. Okay, so we have compound conjunction, and these are and, but, nor, yet, so. These are all example of coordinating conjunction. Pseudo conjunction are words that are used as a conjunction, and they are other part of speech. Okay, so when other part of speech act as a conjunction, for example, verb, adverb are used as a conjunction, so they are called pseudo conjunction. For example, directly, adverbally, adverbial conjunction, seeing, see is verb, but here it is working as a conjunction, so it's verbal conjunction. The instant nominal conjunction. So pseudo conjunction, simply pseudo conjunction are those conjunction which are other part of speech but acting like as a conjunction. Okay, thank you so much, hope you understand the lecture, and see you. Allah Hafiz. Thank you so much.